Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrell. This is dextrader.com. Today is April 27, 2018, and this is your daily update. All right, everybody, let's get right into the groove of things. The biggest thing for most of you, what today's lesson should be able to give you is prepare, plan, prepare. Always be prepared, right? You're a Boy Scout, Girl Scout, whatever, right? But you never know what you don't know, okay? You don't know what news is going to affect what, so we try to avoid all the news. Now, you're probably saying, well, wait a minute, Max, there's a ton of signals that go all through the day, through news and through everything else, and the answer is yes, absolutely. And we grab a bunch of data from that. But today, what we see, and what we saw yesterday too, and the day before, was tremendous amount of news in your trading time. I mean, if for me personally, all right, let's take a step back. The idea of making a plan in trading, okay, is a few things, right? And you got to stick to your plan, trade your plan, plan your trade, okay? I love all those little reversal ones. For me personally, now this is Max's plan. This doesn't mean it's your plan, okay? Because I'm so busy and I got so many things to do. I have from 8 a.m. roughly around 3 p.m. to trade. And then I may have from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. to trade. This one's a question mark because really it depends on how well I feel for the end of the day, where everything else is going. I teach karate, I do all these other things. So there's the plan for me, the overall value of the plan is this time period, okay? So 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, during this time, I also have to know when the signals come out. And as you know, through training, signals for there's two main daily signals that come out because I base my trading around the dailies. Okay, because I do nothing but trade the dailies. I trade some intradays every once in a while, but I trade mostly the dailies. And I know that there is a 11 a.m. daily and a 3 p.m. daily expiry. So I also know that between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning is the best time for the dailies to come out for this 11 a.m. And I know that between 12 and 12:30 is the best ones for the 3 p.m. So I make sure I'm at my computer between this time and this time. And I know that step one is even before I sit down, I make myself a little calendar or an event to say, okay, trading time from, I block out 8 to 9 to look for signals, and I'm signal hunting. Okay. I don't sit in front of my computer the entire time watching the thing. It'd be crazy. I do my evaluation, I do my validation, and I walk away. So I get about an hour, hour and a half's worth of work in. I'm looking at the market. But the first thing I do before I even set this time is that I go look at one very important thing, and that's the news. And I can even plan my week out around that news button. That's right. If I know that I'm going to trade between 8 and 9, and those signals, if there's heavy news between 8 and 9, I know that those signals can get affected and be played with. And I know that if there's news between 10 and 11, that the end result could get affected, right? And look at this, double today, double, triple today, even around my 1500. Now, I know that's about a half hour later, but still there's some stuff that's happening at 1 o'clock. And all this is sort of being played with today, the speculatives. All right? So I know today is a wash. So I can go back and I can come in here and I can select an entire week. Okay? Or if you go to investing.com, you can choose an entire week on this process, right? Because once I have my understanding of what times I can trade. I know if I need to take today off. I'm not going to force myself to trade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some planning. So, Sunday night. This is what you all do. Sunday night. Try this for next week. Sit down and look at the news. First off, decipher when can you trade. And don't just say, oh, I can trade all day long. Pick yourself a time block. So you can create what we refer to as the Einstein window, where you are able to do the job without disruption. Not just interruption, but disruption. Anything that could come in the room and mess you up. Okay? And block out your times. Know when your signals fire. Know when your time to be sitting in the chair has to be. Okay? And if it's like for me, if it's between 8 and 3 p.m. that I can trade, that I have access to trade, know when your signals fire. Know between 8 and 9, okay, and 12 and 3, or not 12 and 3, sorry, and 12 and say 1. Give yourself an hour for signals to fire during that time. And then go through the week and say, okay, Monday, good for trading. Tuesday, good for trading. Wednesday, good for trading. Thursday, not good for trading. Friday, not good for trading. So you could take this and say, all right, I'm trading for 3 days. And maybe, you know, if you're trading later on night, if you have a supplement time, know when those times are as well. And if this is, say, the AM and then you got the PM, know when your trading is. Right? And create yourself the plan to say, this is when I'm going to be sitting in the chair. And you could do that with the news because you know the news is what's affecting the signals at that point. Now, during this time, you could probably play with some of the basic intradays or the SR Maxes or 5 minutes or whatever you're doing, but know when your plan is. Know when how to trade. That's what I did this week. Now, before you get all upset and puckered out about, well, I got to trade more because I need to make more. No. Find your consistency in your plan. Find it. Even if it's $20 a day that you're making with one contract, find it. Find that consistency with your plan. You can always build on that later, but get the minimalist plan in there first and then build around that plan with CVG, right? Consistency plus volume equals goal. Because once you get to your consistency marker, adding volume is all just about the money. That's your little tidbit of training today. Hey, for the week, you may not think it's a lot, but for the week I did $209. I started on the 24th and the 25th. Traded those 2 days. I only traded 2 days this week, so I started on Tuesday. Traded on Tuesday, traded on Wednesday, did not trade Thursday, did not trade Friday. I would have probably traded Monday. And probably did pretty good too. But for this coming week, we're going to start trading into the live section. I'm completely confident now. Back in my result on trading, I was trading in demo, but $209 made with one contract. Okay? For this first week, I'm coming back into live. I'm trading with one contract. So lots of fun. All right, I'm Max. This is Dex. I hope you have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you inside. Stay tuned for more stuff coming for this coming week. Hope to see you inside. And as always, trade well.